Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I'm still getting my days a little mixed up. But we are talking today about dot plots and histograms. So dot plots kind of look like this, like they just are dots literally on top of each other, right? And histograms are basically bar graphs except for the bars touch. Both of these are ways that we can represent data that we collect and organize it. And both of these are in the 8th grade curriculum that transfer over to ninth grade. So if you are going to take the Regents at some point, and again, remember, it's not going to be soon, right? And I believe it's going to be optional, but you have to pass the class. But it's also on the ninth grade curriculum. So it might feel like, why are we doing this? But it is part of building that foundation. And then we are going to learn things that you haven't learned before. So make sure that you are not missing out on this foundational stuff. All right, but that said, pretty straightforward dot plots and histograms. So we are looking at the warm-up, and I know that there are questions below, but for the sake of time, we are just going to look for connections between the data, which is here. The data is like all of the numbers, right? This might be something like, how many pets do you have in your home, right? And the dot plot. So these guys are the same, all right, same numbers, same data, just represented differently. All right, so here where it says 0, I have 2 dots, 1, 2, right? And if you look, you see 1, 2 zeros there, right? Now, 1, 2, 3 ones correlate with 1, 2, 3 dots on top of the 1. All right, and then so on. And if you notice, 9 has no dots because there's no number 9 in the data set. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so we're going to make a dot plot. And if you notice, I actually took the one with the least amount of numbers because dot plots and histograms are not difficult, but they are annoying and a little tedious, and they make you remember why you want computers to do a lot of the work for you. But let's go back to the fact that they are simple, and let's look at this. So I see 80, I put a dot for 80, 77, dot for 77, 78, 80 gets another dot. In a perfect world, all these dots would be level, like all of these 1, 2, 3 dots would be like the same height, right? All right, so now I have 79. So I'm just going to do this. This would be good if we had a, like one of those videos that speeds up the process. So I've got 1, 2, 3 79s, 3 dots. All right, 2 80s, so I got 2 more dots above 80. Okay, and then thank goodness no more 80s, 1 above 81. So I can look at this very easily and notice that, hey, the one that has the most, or as we call it, the mode, is 81, or sorry, the mode is 80, okay? And I could actually count the total pretty easily because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 total 10 total sunny days recorded. 10 sunny days. Okay. All right. So let's move on to histogram. So histogram, again, it looks like a bar graph, except in a bar graph, there's actual spaces, right? There would be like a space here, right? In a histogram, if you notice, there are no spaces. So histogram is similar to a dot plot in the fact that the more of that number is there, like between 160 and 169, there are 2, the heights. Okay, so 2 students in Kyra's health class are the height of 160 to 169 centimeters, right? And then 170 to 179, it goes up to 4, so there are 4 students. So each of these numbers represents the height of students in Kira's health class. Okay, so let's just do this. 180 to 189, it looks like there are 5 students. 190 to 199, 4, and 200, so the super tall students, there's just 1 super tall student. All right, so again, the total number of students in the class, I just say 1 plus 4 is 5, plus another 5 is 10, plus another 4 is 14, plus another 2 is 16. All right, and one last thing to notice, these are in ranges, right? So it's not just one number like it was here, right? Because we didn't have that many numbers. We didn't have that much data. So when we kind of have a lot of numbers where it would be like, oh my gosh, your x-axis would be going off, right? Then we go in ranges, and that just means from like 200 to 209. All right, so I don't have the room to graph this. That is on your TOC. But I will show you and kind of explain what this means. So a tally is every time I see a number in this data set between 40 to 44, I'm going to put a tally mark. I might run out of tallies. Okay, so let's see. I see 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, 3, 4. All right, so I've got 4 numbers there. I'm going to do these in different colors just so I don't mess up. All right, and this is what I was talking about with being tedious. All right, so 45 to 49, 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 50 to 54. So any number I'm looking that's in between and including 50 to 54. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 55 to 59. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 60 to 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then 65 to 69. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. All right, so here is where I would actually write the number. So this one is 2. This was 7, 8, 4, 5, and 4. So if I were doing a graph, I can do a little break mark there. All right, we saw that again here. And that break just means, hey, there's a heck of a lot of numbers between 0 and 160. And 40 is not that close to 0, so I can start with 40 to 44 on my graph. And then when I label these, right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 4, this would go up to where it says 4, all right, because I have 4 numbers that were in that range. Okay. All right, and then I'll let you guys do the rest, but the next one, 45 to 49, all right, that would no space, right? It would just then go up to 5. Okay, all right, so that is how you make a histogram. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, you guys know what to do. Email, Google, talk, struggle with it. Productive struggle is where it's at. Feel free to email me and ask any questions that you need to have. Also, my office hours change. So starting today, I will be available from 3 to 4 p.m. Okay, so every Tuesday and Thursday, Miss Cram will be available from 3 to 4 p.m. Link to come in Google Classroom. All right, have a good day, guys.